Hey guys, Metastone here. Uh, I'm coming back today to show you guys a blast furnace guide. I know I've got a guide on how to make ring bars in the blast furnace, but I figured I would just go ahead and make a blast furnace guide for those people who really don't know how to use it. So the blast furnace is on world 58, and you'll want to be here, the Grand Exchange. Well, first you want to have been to Keldegrim. If you have not been to Keldegrim, I'll show you how to get there. You'll need to go up to Relica, Remnant Province. You'll want to go to Keldegrim entrance. You'll go in here, and then you want to, there'll be a little crack here, and you'll do this, and then you'll talk to this guy. Got here to start this quest, and you'll start the giant dwarf quest, but you don't have to finish. You just have to start to be able to do this. So when you start it, that allows you to be able to quick travel the Keldegrim trapdoor, which is in the Grand Exchange, which is if you need to bank or sell anything, that's how you'll get back. So you'll just come on down here and you'll take this little mine cart and you'll stop right over here. When you get down here, you'll just, you'll come right over here. If you guys have seen my ring bar guide, then you know how to do this. You'll come to this furnace spot. And this door will always be closed unless it's glitched off. And if it's glitched off, then it makes things a little bit easier because only one person can go through at a time. Okay, now this is the blast furnace. I'm going to explain each step and what it does. Orden. You can unnote your ores up to myth, so you can have tin, copper, iron, coal, myth noted, and he will unnote it for you. And then when you unnote your ores, it'll charge you. He'll charge you a certain amount for different ores. And when you do that, you'll come up here and you'll put your ores on the conveyor belt. When you put your ores on the conveyor belt, the person riding the bike here, well, you'll have to fix some things. Like right there, it was broke, so the conveyor belt won't work. But when it's fixed, it runs the conveyor belt, which drops the stuff into the furnace. And you can run the bike, which I think takes 30 agility or 32 1. So then after that is done, you'll want to come over here and you'll want to see. Watch, I'll repair it here. If nobody gets to it for me, see, watch, I'll repair it, and he can now run the bike again, or she, whatever. And then you'll see this thing, and it'll be orange, and you'll want to just click here and click here, click here, click here. And this heats up the stove, and then this person right here is going to be pumping air, which is heating up the furnace. See, you're heating up the stove, and the air here is pushing into the furnace, which is heating the furnace to smelt your ores, which is quite convenient. And when it gets to the dark red like this, the dark orange, dark red, whatever it is, you'll want to put about 5 scoops in after that happens, because if you keep going, it breaks these pipes faster, and therefore you don't get your bars as quick. So you'll just do that, and you'll drop the spade because you don't need it. You'll help fix the pipes, and you can read the gauge here. When the gauge gets to green, then your ores that you put in the blast furnace will smelt into this bar dispenser. See, right now it's got nothing in it. Well, it'll have nothing in it for me anyways. But if it did, it would light up like a bright orange, and it'll say something like molten, or take bars from the dispenser or something. I keep saying there's a pipe broke, but there's not a pipe broke. But they'll come out here, and then somebody will pick up a bucket and they'll fill it in the sink, and then they'll throw the water on the thing, and then your bars will be made. Then you'll search it, and it'll have whatever kind you got in here, and you'll just click all or whatever. And then if you've got, I think it's 66 smithing, you can use the furnace, you can use the anvils here, and If not, you can pay them. You can pay the dwarves to use the. I think you have to use the blast furnace foreman. You can pay him, and you can use it for like 10 minutes for a certain amount of gold. But I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing the blast furnace until you were 66 because it'd just be a waste of money then if you did that. So do that, and then if you want to bank, if you're running bars, making different kind of bars, then you always just want to come here, go to the Grand Exchange, and bank, and then repeat, and it'll be the same process. But that's basically the lowdown on the blast furnace. A few extra things you may need to know. Blast furnace requires only half the amount of coal. So like say room bars normally require 8 coal per bar. If you use the blast furnace, it only requires 4, and so forth, so forth. Like Addy requires 3 at the blast furnace. Steel only requires 1. The furnace in Keldegrim at the blast furnace holds 201 coal before it'll say you can't put any more coal in it. So you can always put 201 coal in and then just go ahead and put ores in until it runs out or whatever. So that's my blast furnace guide. Hope you guys enjoy. Get those smithing levels up. Get that smithing. Do it. Get that money. Or get the smithing levels, whatever. I mean, you can get smithing down there and lose a lot of money, but it's always good to make money while doing a skill. Yeah. I mean, yeah. But thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe.